The Occupy Wall Street protests are well into their second month now. Much of the population has criticized the protesters, questioning their base. But there's more to their base that meets the eye, says Oswego State political science professor Bruce Altshuler.
The criticism has been that they don't have a specific program, but protests and social movements don't work that way. You don't come out with a 10-point plan that you're going to present to Congress, because the Republican Congress isn't going to pass it anyway. So basically what they want to do is change the terms of the debate that's going on.
The debate is between the general population and the high-power establishments such as banks. Dr. Altshuler says protesters want a fair distribution of wealth. After the bailout 3 years ago, the banks went back to giving big bonuses, and the protesters are fed up. But it isn't only the banks that people want to reach. They want to reach people in Washington and Albany, too.
One of the things we'll look at is the debate over the tax system. There has been a push in New York State, for example, to revive the so-called millionaires tax, to have greater taxes on high income.
Several smaller protests, such as the one headquartered here on the Oswego State campus, have arisen from the Wall Street protests, not only across the country, but globally. The protests have created a connection between Americans and people going through similar fiscal issues across the world.
It's a global economy. What happens in one country has a huge effect on what happens every place else. So I think it's quite important as an expression of sort of global sentiment.
Many question the longevity that these protests can have. Today the Oswego wind is howling, and it's only a matter of time until the snow starts. Same weather patterns in New York. Will the snow there drive the people away? That's the question many are asking.
You can't stay out there in the middle of winter. Certainly we're seeing that here. The number of tents on campus has shrunk a bit. I think what will happen is at some point there'll be a change to other tactics.
One option, according to Dr. Altshuler, is demonstrations in front of specific banks. Only time will tell exactly where the protests will turn. Whatever ends up happening, the general consensus is that the protesters aren't going anywhere anytime soon. Chris Horvatis, Oswego News.